Okay, I'm pretty sure we got another one. I've never seen that many in the field. It was lit up. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And today is the last day of hunting season. We're in the box blind, and our goal today is to get a nice doe or a mature buck. The other day, our last hunt, we got 2 does, actually 1 doe, and ended up being a small button buck. Wouldn't have shot that if I'd have known that, but anyway. So today, the last day, we want to make it count. We've got 3 deer in the freezer, so to say. So today we're going to be a little more selective, and I chose to come back to the box blind just because this is the last time this season I'll get to hunt from it. So anyway, we're going to sit back, relax, and see what comes out tonight. So thanks for joining in, and thanks for sticking with us. Well, it ended up being a very quiet afternoon until this hawk came and landed in this little pine tree not too far from the blind. But up until that time, it was as quiet as I've ever seen it. Very peaceful, but very quiet. But things are about to change. Just as I was reaching up to actually put the blind window down, I noticed a little small doe had walked right into the field, but that's not what we were looking for. But anyway, I always like to see them come out into the field, so I figured at this point I would wait. And it didn't take long before another doe showed up, and you'll see in the video footage it'll follow. They just kind of kept coming, and I thought, wow, okay, we'll just play this out and see what happens. So it wasn't too long before the field was just full of deer. They kept coming and coming, and I thought, wow, okay, well this is pretty interesting. At this point, there are 5 or 6 deer in the field, and so at this point, I started thinking, okay, I'm gonna take one of these deer, and but they just kept coming. You can't see it in this video, but just back off to the right, I could see in the woods there were even more coming. So I thought, I'm just gonna let this play out, see how many come out into the field. So just enjoy these deer coming out and grazing. I was sure that one of these deer were going to spot me, but they never did. You saw that previous shot, how dark it is in the blind, and you just can't see into that blind the way it's constructed, which is a good thing because these deer were only maybe 35 yards, and there's a lot of eyes there. So it's along about this time I'm trying to size up the deer to see which one is the biggest one, which one would kind of complete our goal for the day. So to be honest, I had a hard time. I always have kind of a hard time telling really how big they are. So I just kind of kept watching and kind of enjoyed them playing around and frolicking and at one point I even thought, well, maybe I'll just film this. But then I remembered my goal, and so I want to stick to it. So now I've got some of the deer starting to leave the field, so I know that probably time is getting close. So I'm going to start zeroing in on which one I want to harvest. In the back of my mind, I kept thinking also, maybe a buck will step out into the field. So I kept kind of scanning the woods, kind of behind them to see if I could see any movement or whatever, because sometimes a buck will just kind of wait back and see. But that just didn't end up being. But what a show these deer put on! Just seeing this many and having this many choices. What a blessing it was to be able to end the season knowing that I've got a good opportunity to harvest one of these deer and kind of complete the season. At this point, I was getting a little anxious because a couple that I'd kind of spotted as being a little bit bigger started walking back into the woods. So I thought, oh, I really need to zero in on one. So kind of did that here in just a moment or two. Continue to kind of size them up. And then I noticed the one, I think it's to the far right there on your screen now. Thought that looks like a pretty good one, so I kind of kept my attention on her. So that's going to be the one, I'm pretty sure. I could have taken her right here. I was just letting it play it as long as possible. Along about this time, I knew it was getting pretty close. This other deer had walked up there, and I thought might block my shot. But you'll see here in just a second, it's going to be time to pull the trigger. Immediately I saw that deer did the sort of the death kick, and so I thought, okay, probably got her. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got another one. I've never seen that many in the field. It was lit up. There were, I don't even know, I'll have to count them later when I look at the video. But I believe this deer ran right up here. He crashed. I'm gonna take a look through the woods and see if I can see anything. I'm not sure. Guess I'll go ahead and see if I can see any blood. Not seeing any blood yet. That deer did like the death kick. Never been real good at finding the blood unless it's a lot of it. Oh yeah. There's the blood. There's the blood. Well, in my excitement, I forgot to switch the mic to the rear-facing mic on the GoPro 9, so the sound is not very good. But anyway, I started to follow the blood trail, and I won't bore you with that. I would pick it up, lose it, and pick it up. I kind of know where these deer run, so anyway, I started looking in those areas, and well, there she was. Thanks for joining us on our last hunt of the season. And like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, hit the little subscribe button, the like, and put in a couple comments, and share them with your friends. So we'll see you next season. Take care, and God bless.